You know, the imposter syndrome was, I learned about that from a psychologist who was a great friend of mine, and I was talking about my fears. And if you think about where we started from, 4 staff members, 4 clients, this great board, we all worked together lockstep to really grow Skyland Trail in a very strategic manner. We had a great growth rate, never got ahead of ourselves, I don't think. And our first big step was that first strategic plan. It was building a 30,000 square foot treatment facility for, and remember, we'd been in a small apartment complex. It was an adaptive reuse of a 12 apartment, 24 bed complex. And so we're planning, we're building, we're growing, services are moving over there, you have a move plan, and you're getting ready to cut the ribbon on a 30,000 square foot facility, and you think, how am I going to manage this? I don't have the skills to do this. And I remember, I was very close to some board members, and in particular our president, and we would have get-togethers and lunches every so often. I said, it might be time for me to think about retiring, and you ought to get a new leader who can really take you into the next phase of your growth. And my board very adeptly convinced me that I was the right person for the job at that time, but I still felt inadequate. And what I learned is that if you work really, really hard and you continue to learn, I mean, getting your master's degree is great, but where you really learn, for me, was on the job. And you have to really fight through that. And so I talked to a friend of mine, the psychologist I was telling you about, and I mentioned to him how terrified I was about not being able to meet the needs of this growing organization. And he looked at me and he said, Beth, that's called the imposter syndrome. That's a name for it. I said, really? And so it made it okay. He said, yeah. He said, people, executives all over the country, all over the world have the same feeling. So whenever you're feeling that way, remember, every other CEO you see out there, at some point in their career, at many points in their career, feels inadequate to do the job that they're being faced with. And you guys all have the same sort of resiliency to put your head down, to learn what you need to do to get the job done.